Hello and good evening once again, YouTube. This is Kamikaze Games with a big train. I sure as hell am not going to be drowsy today. Anyway, the point of this video is if you remember from... I can actually look at the exact date that this came up, because I still have the video here. So much scrolling though. So on August 10th, 2016, I uploaded a video called The Final Grocery Store Gripes, in which I was done working at the grocery store that I'd worked at for 4 years of my life, leaving in absolute pain and sorrow for what that place had become. And if you want the full rundown of what happened, just watch that video. It's almost an hour long, so if you need, sit back and get some popcorn or something, play your video games or something while listening to it, that was a video for you. But I'm just going to do this as just a little update. So, I don't know if I'm up to this part in Need for Speed Most Wanted when I've talked about this, but I work at my grandma works where I used to work. And we talked for like the first legitimate time since I left today. And we had a nice conversation about how far the store has fallen. And even since she's been there, she came to the store after I started working there over the summer when the new management had taken over. It's gotten worse since then. If you listen to the freaking first video, I tell you about everything that they do wrong and how they can't possibly be this bad and they can only get better from where they were. They've gotten worse! They've gotten worse! I can't believe it! Now, I haven't worked there and seen this stuff firsthand, but from what I can see when I just walk in there and what my grandma's told me, they got worse! I can't believe that! How? You've owned this place for a half a year, and you've gotten worse! How? Oh my god, they've gotten worse. They're building a new building that's 3 times as big as the one they are having now. They don't have enough people to work at the store that's a third of the size of the one they're trying to build. Oh. Wow, okay, where to begin? So, I've heard a few things. We didn't talk as in-depth as I would have liked to, but, Christmas is coming up, so we could very well. In any case, oh my god, they're increasing prices. Okay, so first things first, they're increasing prices. Let me just stop you right there. The people that used to own the store that I worked for, and if they start a new business venture, I will sign up immediately because I would love to work under their banner again because they were fantastic owners and fantastic managers. Anyway, enough sucking the dick of my old bosses. The collective dicks of my old bosses. Yeah, the image that popped into my mind as a result of that sentence was not a good one. Anyway, yeah. I taught the owner, the big owner of the place. We were just, it was a slow night and we were just having conversations. And one of my coworkers said that, prices have gotten so expensive. Oh, actually, it was a customer that said the prices have gotten so much more expensive everywhere else. Yet here, it was really cheap. So, my boss was in earshot and he joined into the conversation. And he was like, well, my customers have been so good to me over 30 years of business. Why should I have to screw them over because the oil boom has driven up prices everywhere else in the state? And I just sat back and I was like, are you kidding me? This dude's got fucking honor out the ass. He's the most humble fucking guy ever. I don't know if he had a failed business venture in his early career or what, but that's fucking honorable, dude. Like, that's enough. Like, even if he wasn't a great manager, which he is, I would still work underneath him if he has that much honor to say something like that. The oil boom drove up business here in ND, which means that prices were able to inflate. He didn't increase prices. Some of his stuff was cheaper than Walmart. which is saying something. And I'm just sitting back and I'm just stunned. I'm thinking, dude, you are the greatest fucking person I've ever seen in my life. And believe it or not, the people that own the place now, they're increasing prices. Way too fucking much, by the way. These little itty bitty baked sliced bread cost $2 more than a loaf that's double the size that just comes from the store brand. Yeah, I know it's baked, so it's better, quote unquote. Better quality, quote unquote. It's not worth $2 goddamn more, though. They've increased the price of milk by a margin. Like the guys that used to own the place, they started getting a cheaper brand of milk because the other milk was getting too expensive, and they didn't want to sell it. I mean, milk is a vital part of everyone that goes to the store that buys shit. And the owners were fucking humble enough to get the other brand so that everyone got the cheapest freaking thing. And it's all the same thing. It's milk, for fuck's sake. It's the same thing all around. I just couldn't believe that. I'm just sitting back and I'm just thinking, the old owners sold things at a lower price and are still doing better financially than the people owning the place now. And yes, I know they're building an entirely new building at the same time. Cry me a fucking river. They're operating this goddamn store that was just fine before they started changing everything at a loss. How do you operate a grocery store at a loss? How? How do you do that? I'll tell you how. You buy too much shit, and for the stuff that runs out, you don't buy enough. So you get too much of the shit that you never sell, and you get not enough of the shit that sells like fucking crazy. It's not that fucking complicated, and yet for some reason, they still can't figure this out. It has been half a year, 6 months, 6+ months since they started owning the place, and what in the goddamn name of goddamn shit are you doing? You can't. I am 19 years old, and I've never, ever owned a business in my life. And even I know that supply and demand is a thing. It's not that fucking complicated. They get so much useless shit that they have to dump it all out. You know, remember that milk I was talking about? They got like 7 fucking sacks of the skim milk. By the way, the skim milk is the one that sells the least. And isn't no one... Why isn't anyone buying the skim milk? Because that's not the kind of people want. Oh, you don't control the market. The people control the market. You can't force feed something to someone that they don't want. So if you're going to get 7,000 stacks of fucking milk, I haven't worked at this store in 4 months and I still get worked up about how much fucking milk they got of the shit that never sells. They get like the quarts of chocolate milk, the half gallons of chocolate milk that usually go bad before they get sold. It's a fucking huge stack of it when you can go through 1 crate the entire week. He buys 5 fucking crates, and then the next truck the same week, he buys another 5, and you wonder how your business is fucking failing. And then they're building a new store that's going to be 3 times as big as the one there is now. Oh, good. More shit that's going to go stale and rot on the shelves and in the back room. Joy. Because, you know, just a fucking thought here. The fact that this entire town has been able to survive on one grocery store that's remained the same size for 30 years. Yes, suddenly we need a store that's 3 times as big. And I'll admit, if there was like an extra aisle for frozen and an extra aisle for dairy at the store now, I think it would be perfect. But not a store that's 3 times as fucking big. How? And I haven't even talked about the employees. Oh my god, the employees. Guess what? He still can't keep fucking employees because they still fucking suck as owners. Hey, isn't it sad that, you know, people that work at the store there's kind of a high employee turnout rate because people fucking hate working for these imbeciles that don't know how to run a fucking store, because it's bad enough that they can't run a store, but they don't treat their employees with any respect whatsoever. Just watch the original video and you'll see two good examples, and I could go all day with the examples. Every time that I'm in the back trying to write some shit down, someone comes in, hey, why aren't you doing anything? I'm like, I am doing something, you fucking whore. I've worked at this place for 4 fucking years. I think I know what I'm fucking doing. Treat your employees with a fucking respect, and maybe people won't hate working for you, and maybe you won't have a high employee turnout rate, and maybe you'll actually be able to keep some employees at your store so that when you go to a bigger store, you can actually have employees to work at this bigger store. But oh my god, they don't even have enough employees right now to work at the store that's 3 times as small as the one they're trying to build, because that makes fucking sense from a business perspective, you fucking idiots. Oh my god, I have wanted to buy the small store that they have now off of them when they go to their big fucking store so that their business can fail, and I can do the exact same thing that my old bosses were doing, and maybe the employees that left will come back and work for me, and we'll have a good fucking store again. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice to have a store that actually treats their fucking employees and customers like human fucking beings? Good fucking god, I hate this place so much. Oh, I haven't even touched on most of this shit yet. But I have to leave in a minute. I want to make this another half an hour long, honestly. But I'm gonna go eat dinner in a moment. Hashtag sponsor me, Subway. I don't know why they would. If there was a Quiznos here, I'd go to Quiznos before Subway any time of the week, but the point is, it has been 6.5 months at least, I think, it's the correct time frame, since these people have started working at this place. They didn't know shit early on, and that's understandable, but 6.5 months into this, and you still don't fucking know how to run an operation. They fucking suck. I hate them still. They've still ruined my place where I worked. I mean, I could have had any time of my life if I ever ran into a problem financially and my degree became obsolete or something and I needed a place to go, I could have come down and worked the store under the old management and I would have been content. Maybe not like exploding with joy, but at least I'd be content. At least they were tolerable to work for. Not even tolerable, they were great to work for. Like, I don't give a shit. They were fantastic owners, they were fantastic bosses. Not only were they great to be around, but they actually knew how to run a fucking business, as opposed to these people who are such fucking tools and the hugest twats in the fucking known universe. Like, they're rivaling fucking Jersey Shore in their douchebaggery. And they can't even run their fucking operation. They are the polar fucking opposite. They're the conservative to the liberal. They're the fucking Richard Petty to Kyle Petty. Actually, they're the Kyle Petty to Richard Petty. Okay, at least Kyle Petty found some success. I mean, yeah. Let's see. What kind of accurate comparison could we do here? I'm trying to think here. They're like... Who was an absolute failure in their second generation, you know? They're kind of like the Coy Gibbs to the Joe Gibbs. You know, the Joe Gibbs that has a multi-billion-dollar organization, and then Coy Gibbs, who couldn't even do shit in the Bush series. Yeah, I think that's an acute comparison to make. I could go all day. I could do a fucking live stream of this shit. My fucking monitor is dying. God fucking damn it. Come on. I've had this for nearly 4 years now, so it's understandable that it's dying. But okay, I'm actually concerned that it's not going to turn back on. Okay, anyway, yes, this has been Fuck the Grocery Store, part 76. We may have more if you want to see me yell more about the store. And yeah, so leave a comment saying how much you want me to rant more, and I will. Because I still have pent-up rage, even 4 months after quitting that stupid fucking place. Or it might just be the caffeine. Who knows? Well, you'll just have to ask me to do another video and we'll see then. So anyway, yeah, thank you all so much for watching. This has been me yelling, and I will hope to see you in my next video. Bye!